Hey guys, welcome to Peripheral Vision, and today we're taking a look at the Superpad 64 Plus for the Nintendo 64. This controller was made by Interact, and the first thing you'll notice is that it's got kind of an interesting design. With most controllers on the system, they went with a three-pronged trident shape. But Interact decided to go a different direction and make it a more typically shaped controller by moving the joystick over to the left and removing the middle prong entirely. The first thing that I want to talk about is the Dpad, because with most N64 controllers, the Dpad is kind of bad because it doesn't really need to be good. The N64 game library doesn't utilize this very often. However, with this controller, it's actually really good, so that's a plus. The joystick, look inside here, you'll notice that it is metal, so the typical issue of wear isn't a problem here. One thing, though, is because the joystick was moved to the left, it's a little bit off-center. You can see if you move up, it's actually up and to the right a little bit, so you kind of have to reorient yourself with that. And the only real problem with the joystick, however, is that it's very flat and very hard. So with prolonged periods of play, that can really hurt your thumbs. The buttons on the right side are good buttons. They're responsive, clicky, and brightly colored, so good job on this side. In the center, you will see the slow and auto buttons, which are standard for third-party controllers at this point. The auto fire obviously rapidly fires a button that you're holding down, and the slow pauses the game on and off very quickly. Go on the back. This has the port for the controller pack and the transfer pack and things like that, and the Z trigger is back here. And that is the Superpad 64 Plus. Overall, this is a pretty good controller, and I've heard a lot of good things about it. A lot of people like the fact that they don't have to grip it in the middle here, and that it feels like a Super Nintendo or a PlayStation controller. And the issues with the joystick are mild, so overall, I'd say this is a pass. I'd pick one up if you don't have a regular N64 controller handy. Later days.